YouTube. Today I'm going to be talking about the Surface Book Pro. So I've had this computer for a little while now. It was a replacement to another computer I had, which was called the Sony Vaio Duo Slider, which was another 2-in-1 computer. So this is the top end Surface Book, and its normal selling price is £2,200, which is a lot of money. Now, what do you get for £2,200? You get a computer with a 3000 by 2000 resolution, a stylus, a touchscreen, a fairly cruddy graphics card built in to the tablet, and a fairly cruddy graphics card built into the keyboard, which they are very proud of, which is surprising considering how meh the graphics card is. What else do you get? You get apparently 12 hours battery life. In reality, it's more like 5 or 6. You get a proprietary charger with a USB port built into it, which is quite nice. You get 2 USB ports, despite the fact that you've got this entire docking keyboard, which is somewhat hollow. You only get 2 USB ports, and you get an SD card slot, which is half size. So no big SD cards for you. So yeah, what else do you get? You also get a stylus, which all fancy magnetizes to the side of the screen, but guess what? You can't slot it in anywhere. So yeah, not exactly a guaranteed not going to be lost thing. What else do you get? You get a integrated touchpad, so no separate buttons. That means clicking is going to be fun. You also get, and this is the real kicker, the ability to separate the screen from the keyboard, which is really great. But the stupid thing is, the way they've designed this, unlike every other Windows computer ever, where the dock battery is used first and then the main computer's battery, the Surface Book uses both batteries at the same time and drains them both down separately. So what happens is you want to detach your tablet from the keyboard, and you've only been using it for a couple of hours, so it's like, yeah, sure, the battery and the keyboard must have gone down. But no, it's the battery and the screen that's gone down. And it says to you, tablet battery too low, plug in and charge, then try separating again. So it actually forces you to not be able to disconnect the screen and use it as a tablet if the battery is deemed too low by it. You can't even turn the screen around and put it flat back so you can use it as a tablet if it thinks the battery's too low, which to me is kind of rubbish, you know. Or you're not allowed to do something you want to do with your phone, or sorry, with your laptop. And that is one of these things companies do that really surprises me. Samsung does the same with the camera on the phone, you know. Oh, sorry, you can't use your camera, the battery's too low. You know, it's like there's situations where you have to use it and you don't care about it operating for an extra hour without using the camera because you need the camera. It's like, what's the point in having a 4G phone if you've got no internet left, or, you know, that sort of thing. So to me, that is a design flaw. As it stands, the computer's quite nice. It's got the RealSense camera in the top, which is like a 3D scanner, and, well, it is a 3D scanner. You can scan objects if you felt the need, which is going to be somewhat cumbersome, being that the camera's on the front of the computer as opposed to the back. The nice thing is you can log in using only your face, which actually was quite useful. You just look at it and bam, you're in. But the £2,200 price range for an sort of, I think something along the range of sixth from the best CPU, and a hell of a lot from the best GPU. coupled with subpar battery life for the tablet, you know, it's a bit disappointing, really. It's a nice laptop. It's quite a nice design. One of the downsides is that it seems to be a little bit screen heavy, so you know, if you put the screen all the way back, it sort of loses balance. Although you can't put the screen too far back, it doesn't let you, despite its fancy hinge. So it's a computer overall, quite nice, but kind of disappointing. If I was going to spend the money, to be honest, I would suggest you go with a Surface Pro and a detachable keyboard, because the Surface Pro right now has a higher spec than the freaking Surface Book. You can get a Surface Pro with the Intel 6650U, which is the i7, which has Iris graphics. It's got the Iris 540 graphics. Now, the Iris 540 graphics are extremely close in performance to the 940. Like, they're very close. Plus, the Surface has a better CPU. So, in reality, you're getting a better CPU and basically an almost identical GPU in just the screen. None of this keyboard as well. So it's lighter, meaning it's more portable, meaning it's thinner, because it's not got this thick keyboard bit. And what do you lose out on? The ability to push a fancy button and say, oh look, the screen detaches. And well, I don't really know what else. The only other thing it hasn't got is an extra USB port, because 2 is so amazing as compared to 1, when either way you're going to need a dock which has more USB ports anyway, because every single Microsoft computer has so few ports that regardless you're going to need to spend over £100 on a dock to get things like Ethernet or more than one display out or other simple features. So yeah, if I were you, I would spend my money on something else. And let me show you what that something else would be if you are so inclined as to look. So I'll just bring it up on the computer. Here we are. So this is Dell's current lineup of XPS computers. So just have a browse through Dell's website, because they have many computers which are just as good as the Surface Book, or better, for less money. So here we have the XPS 15 on the right. It's £1,900 as compared to $2,200 without all the docks and accessories you need. It's got 32 gigs of RAM versus 16. It's got a 1 terabyte PCIe drive versus 512 SATA. Sorry, not SATA. What you call it? Mini PCI or whatever. What else have we got? So this one's got a 4K screen, whereas this one has a lower than 4K resolution. That one has touch, same as this one. That one can use a stylus. This one comes with a stylus, which is nice, but I rarely use the stylus on my Sony Vaio, and that one had one that could slot into the actual computer. What else do you get? You get a GTX 960M, GTX 940M. See where I'm going with this? So full-size HDMI, sorry, not full-size, HDMI, yes. One display port. 2 USB 3.0s, 2 USB 3.0s, a Thunderbolt port, no Thunderbolt port. A USB 3.1, no USB 3.1. You catch my drift yet? You know, do you get where I'm going with this? So, yeah, for less money, you're getting more. The only thing you don't get with the Dell that you do get with the Surface Book is the RealSense camera, because the Dell basically does everything else. Oh, sorry, one thing, the Dell doesn't detach its screen, but for me, not really going to use it. You know, I prefer the touchscreen in the 4K resolution, which I can just lean over the keyboard for, than to detach the screen, because most of the time, apparently I won't be able to detach the screen because the stupid ass thing uses up the battery in the screen as well. What can you do? So thank you for watching, and I hope this has informed your decision on the Surface Book. Bye bye.